Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making these cute little donut stacks with gingerbread sitting on top. So if you love anything gingerbread and fake sweets, then you have come to the right place. So let's get started with going over some of the supplies that we will need to make these two little cuties. First we'll need some air dry foam clay in some different colors. I have a donut color here and then some icing colors that I chose, some pink and blue. You could get air dry foam clay off of Amazon or Etsy. Here's Bo's air dry foam clay that I get off Amazon. Here's some little mint candies which I got off of Temu. They also have some at Hobby Lobby. And there are some polymer clay sprinkles which I made. And a gingerbread clay figure also which I made. And a little roller. Now for those other items, if you want to see how to make the gingerbread and the sprinkles, please go check out my channel. There are videos to that on my channel. And also we'll need those circular cookie cutters, and now I'm just conditioning the dough and working with it till there's no cracks and smooth. Then I took a circular cutter and cut out the middle. And then just press with the palms of your hands and with your finger in the center of the donut. You can use some water to help smooth it out. And just keep playing with it until it's the shape that you like. Here I'm just putting the water in the center because it kind of pulled away when I pulled the cookie cutter out. So just put water in there and rub it with your finger and it'll smooth it right out. Now I'm conditioning the clay for this and rolling it out for the icing. And if there's I got little specks on there, something was on my mat. So make sure before you roll it out, check your mat and just make sure it's clean because it will stick to your clay. And now I took a circular cutter and I'm going to lay it on top of my donut here and then just press and pull it down gently with your fingers and the palms of your hands. And then if there's any inconsistencies, you can just take some water, smooth it and move it around and to make it look nice and smooth. Then I'm taking this little ball thing just to poke a hole down the center and then pressing in with my finger and using some water to smooth that right out. And then there's the first one. So now we'll work on the second one doing the same process. And this one I'm going to make just a little bit smaller than the other one. And again, we're going to you can use a cookie cutter in the center, you could use the little ball tool, or you could use just your finger to make the hole in the center of the donut, whichever way you want to do it. But again, just use water and just press and pull and smooth it out. And here I just have a silicone mold. I'm adding a bow to my little gingerbread that I made. Sorry, that's off the camera, out of sight for you. I apologize for that. But I'm just putting a bow on that matches the color of my bottom donut. And again, the bottom side of your donut, you don't have to make it perfectly smooth because again, it's going to sit on top of the other donut so you won't even see it. But you do definitely want the top and the sides to be more smooth and even. So now we're going to make the icing for this other top donut. And here I cut this out and I realize it's not as thick as I wanted because if you make it thicker, then you can press and pull it down to go further down the side of the donut, which I wanted. So it just needed to be a little bit thicker than what I did the first time. So again, just set that directly on top and just press down with your palms and your fingers and kind of press down gently and kind of give it a little bit of pull towards the side so it comes down. And I accidentally hit the other donut with my nail, so I made a little dent in there, so easy fix. Just add some water and just rub it and press it and reshape it back, and it's perfectly fine. I got the mark to go away. And here again, just taking water and trying to smooth out any inconsistencies or where it's not smooth or where a little bubble might have occurred. Just keep rubbing and pressing and using water to smooth it right out. Now, if your clay is wet, it will adhere to each other. So I did add water to both, but you can also add tacky glue to ensure that it will stick to each other. And now I'm putting tacky glue on my icing of the donut so that way I can add sprinkles and the little mint candies to the top of that. And you can put as many or as few as you like. I kind of like to rotate the colors and rotate from mint to sprinkle and just go around both all the sides of my donut with doing that process. You could just pour it on. Depends on what you want to do and the look that you're going for. And now I'm putting tacky glue on the top, and you can also put some, the gingerbread will stick to that. You can also put a toothpick in the bottom of the bottom and into the donut to help secure it even more, and add a little bit of super glue. That works too. And I add a little bit of glue to the bottom of my little coffee mug there, so that way it'll stick nicely. And I'm taking this toothpick and I'm dipping it into the white paint, and then I am just making little polka dots on the little bow tie. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I've inspired you. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe this video so others can see it. My video will get out there. And also come check me out on Facebook, Love is Homemade. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.